So this is KpiTrackr. I created this because I noticed after working amongst teams, even small teams, they had problems communicating around their key performance metrics and around strategizing for those key performance metrics. Like a lot of times you find the need that you need to actually change your KPIs because what you thought you could previously affect with, like, let's say your marketing, for example, is actually influenced by something out of your control. Maybe it's another team, who knows, right? So KPIs should adapt and they should change. And you should be able to easily collaborate and communicate with your team around those. So most teams that I have worked with have attempted to use like data analytics platforms where you essentially pull in data from multiple different sources and then display it all in one place, and it's very visual. We've also used, but majority have used Google spreadsheets or Google Sheets, like dozens and dozens of rows. And as your team gets bigger, you get more rows and you get more tables. And, it's very difficult as you scale up as a company to track all the different components and being able to understand where each of your internal teams are at as far as their performance. It's also very difficult to tell and track individual performance. And I created KpiTrackr to be able to solve those problems so that you can see all of your company's goals and KPI goals. So what your company would like to do for this quarter, this year, like change those metrics depending, on your business model. But so your company's goals and KPIs, also your team's goals and KPIs. So let's say in a large organization, you have your marketing team, you have your development team, you have your sales team. There's many different teams within the same organization. And as units, they should be able to track metrics that they all are affecting together. On top of this, you have individual KPIs. And the point of individual KPIs is to allow you to more granularly analyze the efforts that you are putting into your work. So as you go down from company to individual KPIs, so company, team to individual, your metrics get more specific and more granular. So what this KpiTrackr app allows you to do is to see the high-level overview as well as all of the little components that are influencing that high-level view or that high-level goal. And that allows you to make executive decisions on whether or not, let's say, you need to add another team or you need more team members in a particular role or someone's not performing. And that is why I created this. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Let's just first show that we can sign up with a regular account without logging into Google. So I do have the Google Auth on here. I'm just going to say email testing at emailtest.com, username, testing account. Now, okay, let's say I didn't fill out a field. I do have validations that if you click sign up, it will tell you that you did not fill out that particular field. It's like the confirmation doesn't match. So it stops you from being able to access it if you don't have all the proper data. And this is integrated across the app. Okay. Okay. So this is your very first view. Now this is quite ugly right now, but I haven't really thought about the user experience for it. But the very first step is always going to be that you need to create a company or to join a company. Now, joining a company is not built out yet because obviously there are no companies on the platform, but eventually that's what's intended. So we'll just go ahead and create a company. So we're going to create a new company and we're going to call it Pizza Delivery. Yum. Okay, and now I'm going to give the company a logo. Images, what looks like a good pizza. This looks like a pretty cool pizza. Pizza. All right, now I'm going to upload pizza as my logo. And let's create the company. Now, the very first view you'll see is very empty, but as an explanation, this is your company name, your company profile picture. Your KPIs will be down here once you create them, and your teams will be down here. Now, instead of going through and meticulously creating all this data, I'm just going to log out and log into an account that I've already created all of this, and also to show you the Google Auth. So just log in here. Okay, and see, the reason I wanted to log in here is because now we have historical views within our charts of our KPIs. And the whole purpose behind KpiTrackr is that you as a company, so your CEO would be maybe the leader of the company, right? And they update the company's KPIs, which is what we're looking at here. So Avascape is the company's name. And below are the company's KPIs. Now these are just made up, obviously, but the upper management would be creating these company-wide. And what we see here is your KPIs and then your teams. So you can create a new team here, or you can edit a team here. And I'm not going to do that right now. And you can view a team. Now, when you view a team, you'll notice that the URL has now changed to teams. So this team has many KPIs as well. Right now, this one doesn't have any updates, but we have 15 days left to go on our goal, which our goal is 500 e-commerce revenue dollars for some reason from May 1st, 2018 to October. Now, hopefully you're doing more sales than that, but this is just hypothetical. So let's just add an update to see what happens. So this is a little card with your information of your KPI, your goal, and we'll just add an update. Let's say right now we're at 200. Sales team's KPI to 200. You can see all updates here. So 200, this change was made on Tuesday, September 25th. And so what I want to show you now is I'm going to add another update. So our goal is 500. It was previously 200 as we just saw. So now let's just make it our metric. We now have $300 in sales. Okay, so now what you'll notice are some changes. You see the original amount from my update to the most recent update, and we also have displayed that down here. So our most recent update was 300, which is displayed here. And so as you notice as well, this progress bar changes to green because now you're over 50% there to your goal. You're 60% to your goal and you have 15 days remaining. Let's just add one more update. Let's say 500. Okay, now it's total, your progress bar is totally full. You're 100% to your goal. As we can see, another point has been added to your chart and another update has been added to the updates list for this particular KPI. And what I want to show is we can go ahead and delete one of these. So let's say we didn't actually meet our goal. We'll have a confirmation that says, are you sure you want to delete this update? Yes, I am sure. And oh, I guess what I'm doing right now is redirecting you there, but I can fix that easily. So let's just go back to there. So we have deleted an update, and as you can see, it doesn't show here anymore. Let me just show you that one more time. So we add an update to this metric, 500, submit, and then there it is, and there it is. Now we'll just delete that. Yes, for sure. And we go back. Okay. Right now there's not a members view on this page yet, because I mean you can already view them from the company's page. So let's go back to the company and let's look at some of these specifics. So the time displayed here and the time displayed time or date, it was a bit difficult to do. I had to use Moment.js, and I learned a lot about adjusting times for like depending on the user's browser time zone. So that's what you see displayed here. These are being captured automatically from when you create the metric update. It will automatically use the database's created at field to create this and then display it beautifully on the front end. Okay, so if we go to our team and we edit it and we try to remove its name and then update it, there are some errors. So as you can see, there are validations on these fields. So I will go ahead and put the name back and I will update the team. Okay, now you can see the team's name is here again. And let's now look at individual KPIs. So so this is a little nuanced. Didn't get the user experience completely done, but you know. So if you click on the card or the collapsible element, you'll see the delete icons. Okay, I fixed those wonky icons, but when you click on the collapsible list item or the team member, you can see some options here where you can either edit or delete that team member. And if you click directly on their image or their name, it will go to that team member's profile. So from the team member's profile, this is me, I can go back to my company, which is Avascape, or I can add information to my bio, which hasn't been added yet, or add and create KPI. So if you haven't noticed yet, this add new button refers to adding new KPIs. No matter if you're on a members page or team members page, or if you're on a company page, or if you're on, as seen here, so if I click this, this will add a new KPI. Or if I go to a Teams page, I also have the Add New button, which will also add a new KPI to this particular team. And yeah, I think that's just about it. I guess I could show deleting some stuff maybe. So let's just go into this team member, and if you recall, I created this team member. And I'm going to go ahead and delete her, or delete her KPI. Now she has 0 KPIs. Now I'm going to go back to my company, then to my teams, and now I'm just going to delete her altogether. And as you'll see, she's now gone. Yeah, I think that's about it. I guess right now we don't have the feature to delete teams, but I can easily add that in. So I quickly just added in the capability to delete a team. I'm going to delete this team, and yes, I'm sure. And what it looks like is we had an issue with where I redirect the user to once I delete a team. So let me just fix that really quickly. Okay, that should be fixed now. So let's go back to the company and let's try it again. So that team is gone. So let's go ahead and delete this and make sure we're redirecting to the right view. Okay, that's all good. Okay, now we can create a team and pizza team. Now let's say pizza dough team. Makes yummy homemade dough. And let's just add a team image. Where did that pizza picture go? I thought it was on here. Well, I guess our pizza is not going to have a pizza logo. It's going to have a donut logo instead. Or our team is going to have a donut logo. There we go. Okay, we're going to create this team. And if we go look, we now have our team. Let's add members. Fred, role, lead, pizza maker. His photo is going to be, I don't know, another donut shop. And we're going to create him. And if we go look at our team, we now have a new team member. And if we click on his name, we can give Fred some KPIs. So let's say, I don't know, dough. And unit, I don't know, pounds. Target. He wants to make 5,000 pounds of pizza dough from September blah to November. Okay, and let's add that KPI. Okay, right now he has 0 updates. Let's add an update. He's made 500 pounds of dough. Submit that. And there we are. Fred has made 500 pounds of dough from September 7th to November 21st so far, but he's only 10% to his goal. Yeah, and I think that is about all. Well, I hope you enjoyed touring the MVP of KpiTrackr. It was definitely a challenge. It was my first time encountering anything like a polymorphic association, and that's how companies has many KPIs, teams has many KPIs, members has many KPIs. So that was definitely a learning curve and challenge, but it was totally worth it. Yeah, let me know what you think and if you would use this. I also struggled with the user experience quite a lot because there's a lot of data here, but I hope you guys enjoyed. All right, bye.